Hey, it's Kristen, and this is your Monday Growth Moment, a short reflection about doing the hard things that help us grow. Let's get into it. So, today's moment is about how needing to be perfect can actually hold us back. So, when I trained for my first marathon, I became fixated on my running pace and on my overall marathon pace. Now, part of that is because that is a common question that runners will ask one another, how fast are you going to run? And I thought I was only a real runner if my pace stayed below a certain threshold. So I forced myself to keep running at that pace, even when it became unreachable, probably a handful of weeks into training, and it was not sustainable at all at the end. I quite often felt embarrassed to post my times on social media. I was anxious to go for long runs with my big running group, worried about how much faster everyone else was, the number of people that were passing me. And during the marathon itself, my disappointment grew as I watched my mile times slow down and I watched how long the race was going to take for me to finish. After the race, I found myself downplaying my finish time, always giving disclaimers about the weather or the fact that I was a beginner. Perfection stole the joy for a while. But I've been working on that part of me, the part of me that believes I have to perform or prove something to be legitimate. I've been practicing grace and compassion towards myself. And it's hard to be kind to yourself when you've learned that you need to perform at a certain level. So it's still hard. I have to remind myself pretty consistently that I am still a runner. I'm still a marathoner, no matter my pace. One of my favorite runners and coaches, Bex Gentry, says that forward is a pace. And it's so true. Whether someone crushes a marathon in, a 2 hour, 40-minute time, which is unattainable for most of us, or it takes somebody nearly 8 hours, they still completed their marathon. They were still moving forward, and every single pace is valid. So now that I'm starting my next training block for a fall marathon, I am trying to do it differently. I have a feeling it's going to be like pulling teeth, but that's okay. This morning was my first run of the new cycle, and I made the choice to let go of my pace expectations. And I slowed down intentionally, and I plan to stay slower in this training block than I did before. Because I would rather feel strong in my training and on race day, even if I'm slower, than burn out chasing perfection and miss the experience altogether. So if you feel like perfection is holding you back right now, notice that part of you. Get curious about what it might be trying to protect you from. Ask yourself, do I expect perfection from the people I love? Could I offer myself the same kindness that I give to them? Do the closest people in my life need to perform at a certain level for me to be proud of them? And I would imagine that the answer to that is no. And so as I tell clients and as I'm trying to do myself, try talking to yourself the way that you would encourage your closest friend or the way that you would encourage a child who is trying something hard. Because I would rather be in the moment enjoying it than missing out because I think I need to be perfect. So whatever your version of the hard thing is this week, I'm rooting for you. See you next Monday.